In this video, we are going to see that if you want to add custom fields in any of the invoice headers, how we can do that in QuickBooks. So let's get started. Alright guys, in this video, we are going to see how you can add the custom fields to your invoices or receipts or any kind of template. So here let's see the example of sales invoices. So if I go back, I can see on the face of the invoice there are some fields like date, invoice, bill to, terms, etc. But these are the fields which exist by default. Let's say I want to mention another field which is sales tax number, or let's say if I want to keep the track of the sales representative, I can add those fields here. So it's very easy to do. What I have to do is just close the invoice first, and then I will make all the adjustments from the customer section. So here, let's take the example of this customer, which is Allard Robert. And by the way, guys, I am using the Sample Rock Castle Construction Company, which is the sample company that QuickBooks offers by default. It is a product-based business, so you can use that. So let's double click to open it. And here by default in the address info, you can see multiple fields here like company name, full name, job title, phone number, etc. These fields exist by default. But if I want to create a new one, I can go directly to the additional info. And here, since I am using the sample company, I can see some custom fields already added here. But if you create a new company by yourself and it's not a sample company, you will see nothing here. That means you can create your custom fields, and still, even if these are there, I can still add some fields here. So I can click on define fields, and here I'll write a new one. I need a sales representative. I want to keep the track of who made that sales. Maybe I'm offering the commissions to my sales rep. So I want to use it for the customers. And let's see if I want to use it for vendors or employees as well. You can check both of them so that it can appear on both of the templates. But right now, sales representative is more relevant to the customer, so I'll just check this. Now the next field asks you what kind of data you want to keep. If you want to keep the field open without any kind of restrictions, you can keep it to any text. Here you can add the numbers, special characters, alphabets, whatever. If it is related to numbers, dates, you can specify that. But if you want the exact sales representative name to be entered, you don't want people to make spelling mistakes. So in that case, you can use the user's multiple choice list. Here you can just simply specify, let's say Smith, Bob, and David. These are the sales rep. So click OK. And now let's add another field, which is, let's say sales tax number. I want to keep the track in the customers only. And this I want to keep it as any text, let's say. So click OK and click OK again. I can see these new fields are now entered. Whenever I want to add the sales representative, I will see this multiple choice list and sales tax number will be open. So click OK and let's see. I'll go to home page and click on create invoices. But on the default template, I can't see anything in the fields. That means I need to customize the template. So let's make the changes to a new template. In fact, what I'll do is I'll go to the formatting and click on the manage templates, and whatever template you like, I can make the copy of it and then make the changes. So for example, this is the Intuit product based invoice, which is the standard. I want that. So I will make the copy of it first, and then I will add, let's say custom fields template. And now let's click OK. Now to add these custom fields on the face of the invoice and on the print as well. Face of the invoice means on the front end. So I'll go to additional customization, and here I have two options. One is you want the additional field on the top area, which is called the headers. And one is if you want to insert a custom column here down in the data field, that is called columns. So in this scenario, we only want to add a header. That means on the face of the invoice. I can see my new custom field created here, this one and this one. So if I only want to add it on the screen and not on the print, I can just check in this area and uncheck the other one. Or otherwise, if I want to add in the both areas, I can just check both of them. But it will show you this message that if you continue with it, you might need to adjust the fields a little bit because it might overlap the existing fields. So let's continue and see. As you can see here, if you see the print preview, you can see here that this field is overlapping the existing one. That means I either need to create a new area for this, or I can remove some of the fields here and then add this one. So let's close. Let's say I don't want the project. And also let's say I don't want these additional fields. So now the fields are not overlapping, but still I need to make some adjustments in order to fit in properly. And I also want to add the sales tax number and this one. So let's see, I uncheck this via area and this shipping. I don't need that. And representative, sales representative, I've already created the field, so I'll uncheck these ones as well. And now let's click OK and click OK. And you can see that my custom fields are now added here. Let's see a sample of it. I can mention the item code, the quantity, let's say, and this is the text. And I want to mention that Bob has made this sales and the sales tax number is this one. So let's click on save and new, click yes, go to the main tab and go back. This is the invoice. And if I want to see that how it looks in the print preview, I can simply see that. Now, if you want to adjust these fields, I have made a complete video on it. You can check that out. So let's close this. Now, if you're thinking what is the benefit of adding the custom fields in invoices, the main benefit is not only you can keep the track here on the front of the invoice, QuickBooks also has the option to track it in any kind of report. Let me show you how. If you go to reports tab and let's say I want to extract the profit and loss, let's set it to all dates. Now this is the profit or loss for all the products and services you sold throughout. But if I want to track this profit and loss only by the sales representative, I can do that as well. I can just go to customize report and then go to filters. Now I can find my additional filter shown right here. For example, let's write sales representative. You can see the sales tax number, the sales rep that I have mentioned. And let's say Bob has made the sales. Let's click OK. And you can see and track the income related to that sales representative. Isn't that cool? This means you have endless possibilities to extract the reports in QuickBooks. So you can try it by yourself, just create any kind of custom fields and then you can track it according to that. Even if you have mentioned the project name or anything, although the project field is separately mentioned already in QuickBooks, so you can track it basically by any kind of field. It's that simple. So guys, this is how you can add the custom fields in QuickBooks. Now this is mostly done for the sales part only because this is the template that we customize for our customers. So mostly these changes are always made in the create invoices or the sales part, whether it's say receipt, create invoices or sales order. So guys, this is how you can customize the template. Just practice it by yourself and I will see you in the next one.